Hey guys, what's going on? Brendan Miller here, back with another video, and on today's video we're doing something a little bit different. We are going to compare a $1 spinnerbait to a $4 spinnerbait and see if the $1 spinnerbait can even compete. So the $1 Walmart spinnerbait, I am very familiar with this bait because I have used it quite a bit, especially in my childhood. I was on a budget then, and it made sense for me to pick up a $1 spinnerbait. Come on, $1. We are going to be comparing it against a $4 Strike King bleeding bait spinnerbait. Now I picked this spinnerbait because it's roughly the same size and same color and the same design, but the price is drastically different. So at first glance we can see that the Strike King spinnerbait is a lot more aesthetically pleasing. It looks a lot more compact. The head design looks way cooler. Jumping over to the Walmart, it doesn't look as good as the Strike King. The head design is a little flatter and a little more simple. One of the most important parts of a bait is the hook. If the hook's not sharp, it's not going to be able to hook bass very well. I can say from testing both of these baits that their hooks are pretty much the same. They're both very, very sharp. Although I will say the Strike King spinnerbait, the hook wiggles a little bit, so it's not quite tight in there, whereas the Walmart spinnerbait hook is very, very secure. Now when it comes to blades, we can see that the Walmart spinnerbait has a little bit bigger blade compared to the Strike King blade, but overall I'd say these blades are pretty similar. Let's talk about the skirts for a little bit. The skirt on the Walmart spinnerbait looks a lot cheaper. It's made out of these rubber springy things. I can't really describe it. Whereas the Strike King spinnerbait skirt is more of the traditional jig skirt with softer plastic tassels. Looking at the color of both these baits, we can see that the Strike King obviously has the edge when it comes to color. I looked online and there are a variety of colors. This bait comes in a ton of different colors, not just this white, whereas the Walmart spinnerbait only has about 3 colors available. One of the main things I wanted to test with these baits is the durability of the paint. Now, I myself, when I'm out fishing a spinnerbait, I'm always hitting it against stuff, hitting rocks, even hitting docks sometimes, and over time, eventually the paint is going to wear down. So I grabbed a wrench and gave both baits a couple swift blows to simulate hitting a rock or a dock. And as we can see, the Strike King definitely performed better. It's got a double layer coat, whereas the Walmart only has a single coat, and it seemed like the Walmart was definitely chipping a lot easier, and the lead was even starting to deform. Okay, let's talk about the final factor. The action. How do these baits work? Well, I took it out to a pond and did some fishing with it. Unfortunately, the fish were not biting. It was a very cold day, but I did get to see how these baits perform in the water. I can say that both baits perform very, very well. They both track straight. They don't lean to the side. I will say, I do like the action of the Walmart bait a little better than the Strike King. It has a slightly bigger blade and it gives a little more thump. Overall, I would say they're pretty similar. So what is the verdict on these baits? Is the $1 Walmart spinnerbait worth your money? Well, for $1 I can say, yes it is. I was very surprised at how well it held up compared to the more expensive Strike King spinnerbait. Granted, it doesn't look as cool as the Strike King spinnerbait. The skirt is a little bit cheesy, there's not a wide variety of colors, and the paint does chip a little easier than the Strike King. But when it comes down to action, this bait has a great action in the water, and I have used it over the years and I've caught fish with it, and that's what really matters. So if you're on a budget and you want to grab some spinnerbaits, you might as well take a look at the $1 Walmart ones. They're not bad. Let me know in the comments below if you want to see a comparison with square bills to see if a cheap square bill stacks up to a high-end square bill. I'd love to make that in the future. Thanks for watching this episode. Be sure to subscribe for more videos. Follow me on Instagram at Brendan's Fabulous World of Fishing. And check out my last video right here. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you next time.